Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is lecture number 2. The name of the paper is Introduction to Literature 2, and we have been discussing the elements of fiction. Today we will discuss setting. So the topic for today is setting analysis. This lecture is specifically for the students of second semester GDC Pabi and also for the students of those colleges which are affiliated with Abdul Wali Khan University. Before setting analysis, we did the topic, two topics, the character analysis and theme analysis, and now we are doing setting analysis. All these are included in the elements of fiction. So this is the third element of fiction, setting analysis. Setting is very important for the novelist, for the story writers, and to define setting we need these two words. The simplest definition of setting is that it is the time and place the author chooses for his work. So time and place in two simple words is called setting. The setting will be explained later on, what is meant by time, what is meant by place. However, setting has its special effects, and the author has to decide on plot, construction, on story. He has also to decide how to make his characters, how to develop them. Along with these two, he has also to decide what setting he is going to put the characters in the story in. So this is very important for the author to select a specific setting, because a setting is important. It contributes to the work's impact and believability. It makes it possible, setting makes it possible for the writer so that the reader believe things. For example, if you want to show the effects of shark attacks, now sharks are in water, in sea, and therefore the setting will be considered as sea or a place close to sea, because you do not find sharks on earth or on the area where there is no water. So therefore it makes the incidents believable, and it has its own impact and effect. We come again now to time, and we say that time is of two types. It is either general. General means that it isn't a specific time, a specific year. It is rather present, either present or past, or it may be future. The second type is that it may be specific. For example, some specific year, 2020, some season, for example, winter or summer or spring. It may be some specific month, January, February, or August, and it may be any time of the day, for example, noon, afternoon, evening. So time is either general or specific. We also have the kinds of places. Places are of three types. However, by place we mean the physical environment. It can be a country, a state, a city. It can be a landscape, or it can be climate, even a house, furniture. All these are included in place. But there are three types of places. Some places are natural. For example, jungle is a natural place. Some places are man-made. For example, mental hospital. For example, our houses. For example, your college. These are man-made, and you may have the combination of these two. That is, sometimes natural places shown and sometimes man-made places shown. But the fact is that setting is carefully chosen because it creates important effects, and it is for these effects that setting is chosen very carefully. Setting is important for probability, for possibility. It makes the incidents possible and probable, and setting increases the probability of events. We have 3 examples here. For example, if we want to show the victims of mugging, stealing, if somebody, a thief, sits in some hiding place and then attacks you and gets all your money or your possession, that is called mugger. If somebody wants to show the victims of mugging, then the setting would be the large city. But this is in America, because in America the states are very big and large city is often deserted. This is not the case in Pakistan. In Pakistan, the mugger would select a village or maybe some deserted area, deserted road. So these places are selected depending upon the culture, the society. The writer will, in order to show the victims of mugging, select his setting. The second example is if you want to show, or the writer wants to show, shark attacks, then he would select such a setting where there is an ocean. For example, in Jaws, it is the name of a movie, it is also the name of a story by Peter Bankley. The area selected, or the setting selected, is a town near the ocean, because shark attacks would happen only there. In example 3, if the writer wants to show love story is possible anywhere and there is no restriction of setting. So a setting creates probability. Let me do what we did now in Urdu. हमने सेटिंग एनालिसिस शुरू किया है. इससे पहले हमने कैरेक्टर एनालिसिस और थीम एनालिसिस पढ़ा. इसको फिक्शन के एलिमेंट्स भी कहते हैं. सेटिंग से मुराद टाइम एंड प्लेस है, और राइटर ये वो अपने वर्क के लिए मुंतखब करता है. सेटिंग के अपने इफ़ेक्ट्स होते हैं. राइटर प्लॉट डिसाइड करता है कि क्या होगा, राइटर कैरेक्टर भी डिसाइड करता है कि क्या होगा. तो उसको डिसाइड करना होता है कि सेटिंग कौन सी जगह और कौन सा टाइम मुंतखब करेगा, क्योंकि ये काम का असर और बनाता है और चीज़ को मुमकिन बनाता है. तो एक टाइम है. टाइम हमारे पास 2 किस्म के हैं, जनरल है, स्पेसिफ़िक है. जनरल टाइम है प्रेजेंट, पास्ट, फ्यूचर, जनरल है. और स्पेसिफ़िक में कोई ख़ास साल 2020, ख़ास सीज़न, विंटर, समर, स्प्रिंग, ख़ास मंथ, जनवरी, फरवरी, डे, मंडे, ट्यूसडे, वेंसडे, और टाइम ऑफ द डे, इवनिंग, मॉर्निंग, कोई हो सकता है. प्लेस से मुराद फिज़िकल एनवायरनमेंट है. ये इसमें ये सारी चीज़ें आ सकती हैं. और इसकी 3 किस्में हैं, या तो नेचुरल होगा, यानी जंगल, जैसे जंगल, और भी नेचुरल हो सकते हैं. मैन मेड होगा, जैसे मेंटल हॉस्पिटल है, कॉलेज है, बिल्डिंग है वगैरह, या इन दोनों का कम्बिनेशन भी हो सकता है. सेटिंग इसलिए सेलेक्ट किया जाता है एहतियात से, क्योंकि ये एक इफ़ेक्ट पैदा करता है. सेटिंग प्रोबेबिलिटी इंक्रीज़ करता है किसी इवेंट की, वाक़े की. मसलन अगर किसी ने ये दिखाना हो अपनी स्टोरी में कि चोर कैसे अटैक करता है छुप के और पैसे छीनता है, तो वो एक बड़ा सिटी मुंतखब करेगा. ये अमेरिकन सेटिंग की बात है. हमारे यहाँ वो एक डेजर्टेड रोड को, जो खाली रोड हो, विलेज हो, मकबरा हो, इसको सेलेक्ट करेगा. शार्क अटैक्स अगर शो करना चाहता है तो इसके लिए टाउन या जगह समंदर के करीब होना चाहिए. अगर लव स्टोरी हो तो ये हर जगह हो सकती है, इसमें नो रिस्ट्रिक्शन नहीं है. द नेक्स्ट सब टॉपिक इन सेटिंग इज़ एटमॉस्फेयर. सेटिंग इज़ important because it creates a specific atmosphere. A proper setting produces appropriate atmosphere. It also produces appropriate mood for the action of the plot. For example, if the writer wants to show romance, which is a perfect romance, and there is no problem. He can select spring season because spring season is warm, it is full of sunlight. So for the perfect romance, this type of setting is important. If it is a troubled romance, it is a romance but there are troubles for the couple, then the writer can select cold weather, he can select storm even, because they will create a type of atmosphere which is suitable for the troubled romance. And atmosphere is also produced by the combination of all these settings, characters, action combined together will create an atmosphere. We again come to the example of the short happy life of Francis Macamba by Hemingway. If you remember, the atmosphere is tense, it is dangerous, and it is full of hatred because of the characters Francis, Margaret and Robert. Margaret does not like Francis Macamba, she hates him, and this hatred is also because of their actions. Dangerous hunting, it is hunting not haunting, because they are on safari and Robert is the safari leader. There is also personal conflict. This is a reference to the conflict between Francis and Margaret specifically, and the atmosphere selected is African jungle environment, and the atmosphere, as I said, created is tense, dangerous and full of hatred with the help of the African jungle environment. So this is how setting creates an atmosphere. ये सब टॉपिक हमने पढ़ा कि सेटिंग एक माहौल पैदा करता है और ये माहौल और ये मूड अप्रोप्रिएट होता है उस एक्शन के लिए, स्टोरी के लिए. पहली एग्जांपल हमने पढ़ी. अगर आपने एक परफेक्ट रोमांस शो करना है तो आप स्प्रिंग सीज़न ले सकते हैं क्योंकि ये वार्म होता है, फुल ऑफ सनलाइट होता है. ट्रबल रोमांस शो करना चाहते हैं तो जो टाइम आप सेलेक्ट करेंगे, प्लेस सेलेक्ट करेंगे, यानी सेटिंग, कोल्ड वेदर हो सकता है, स्टॉर्म हो सकता है, और कभी कभार एटमॉस्फेयर जो है ये कैरेक्टर, एक्शन और सेटिंग सारों को मिलाकर एक कंबाइंड इफ़ेक्ट होता है. फिर हमने शॉर्ट हैप्पी लाइफ ऑफ फ्रांसिस मैकम्बर की एग्जांपल पढ़ी और ये स्टोरी मैं इन शॉर्ट बता चुका हूँ. इसमें एटमॉस्फेयर टेंस है, डेंजरस, हैट्रेड, फुल ऑफ हैट्रेड है, और ये कैरेक्टर्स के ज़रिए, एक्शन के ज़रिए, पर्सनल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट के ज़रिए. लेकिन हम जो अभी पढ़ रहे हैं अफ्रीकन जंगल एनवायरनमेंट जो कि सेटिंग है, इसके ज़रिए भी. द नेक्स्ट सब टॉपिक इज़ सेटिंग एंड कैरेक्टर. सेटिंग ऑल्सो हेल्प्स अस reveal the personality, the character's personality. So therefore setting is important. It reveals a character's personality and his values. For example, in the story The Lesson by Tony Cat, Sylvia is a character, and Sylvia doesn't want to go on shopping trip. A teacher is taking all the other students to a shopping trip, but Sylvia doesn't want to go on that trip. She wants to go to Sunset and terrorize kids and take their ribbons. She is aggressive type of character, and the writer puts her into an atmosphere, into a setting which is in agreement with her character. So as a result, her character is revealed that she is a tough lady, tough kid, and she is a hardened kid. This is one example from The Lesson. The other example is from The Cask of Amontillado. The main character is Montresor, and he goes to a deep dark catacombs. Catacombs are places where dead people are put, and that place is selected, and he prepares for the death or for killing Fortunato. So he makes the program how to kill Fortunato, and he goes to the dark catacombs. The atmosphere selected is a in agreement with his intentions. His intentions are revealed. He is an evil character, he is a cunning character, and the atmosphere selected is dark catacomb. So the third example is A and P. You can give 1, 2, 3 examples as you wish and as the time allows. In the third example, A and P, which is the name of the story, also the name of the shop, if you remember, by John Updike, the setting selected and the job and occupation which is included in the setting reveals the character. Sammy is the protagonist. He is the checker, the clerk, the one who gets money from the customers when he sells things. That is called checker. Has opportunity to deal with people and reveal himself because he is a clerk and he has to deal with people, and all the area is included in the setting. People he thinks are more important than policy. The fourth example again is the short happy life of Francis Macamba. The name of the character is Robert. He is a safari leader. His occupation is safari leader, and he gives him occasion to reveal himself that he is brave because he faces lions very bravely, and he is the safari leader, a dangerous work to do, so we think he is a brave personality. इसको उर्दू में सुन लें. सेटिंग कैरेक्टर भी रिवील कर सकता है, कैरेक्टर पर्सनैलिटी रिवील कर सकता है, उसी अक़दार को भी रिवील कर सकता है. एक एग्जांपल द लेसन है जिसमें टोनी केड ने लिखा है. एक टीचर है, वो ले जाती है अपने स्टूडेंट्स को शॉपिंग पे एक दुकान पे, और उसमें एक किरदार सिल्विया है. ये बच्ची है, ये नहीं जाती शॉपिंग ट्रिप पे, बल्कि ये कहती है मैं रहूँगी और बच्चों को डराऊँगी, उनके रिबल छीनूँगी. कैरेक्टर रिवील हो जाता है. ये टफ़ कैरेक्टर है, सख्त कैरेक्टर है. द कैस्क ऑफ एमेंटेलाडो में एडगर एलन पो ने इसको लिखा है. मॉन्ट्रेसर एक किरदार है, और ये कैटाकोम एक किस्म का मकबरा समझ लें. हमारे यहाँ नहीं होता, एक बड़ा सा सुरंग होता है, उसमें मुर्दों को दफन करते हैं और उसको कैटाकोम कहते हैं. आप इसको मकबरा समझ लें. ये वहाँ पे जाता है. इसका सेटिंग वो है क्योंकि वो एक बंदे को जिसका नाम फॉर्चूनेटो है मारने का प्रोग्राम बनाता है. तो कैरेक्टर रिवील हो जाता है कि ईवल है, कनिंग है, मकार है. ए एंड पी में आपको पता है जॉन अपडाइक ने लिखा है इसको. इसमें जो सेटिंग है वो समंदर के करीब है और एक विलेज भी है. ए एंड पी कंजर्वेटिव लोग उसमें रहते हैं. इसकी जॉब और ऑक्यूपेशन जो है इस जो कि सेटिंग में शामिल है, ये उसके कैरेक्टर को रिवील करती है. सैमी इसका नाम है. ये क्लर्क है, चेकर है, पैसे लेता है कस्टमर से चीज़ें देकर, और अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है उसकी कैरेक्टर को रिवील करने की. उसको पता चलता है कि लोग, उसका रवैया ये है कि लोग ज़्यादा आम हैं पॉलिसी से. फोर्थ एग्जांपल शॉर्ट हैप्पी लाइफ ऑफ फ्रांसिस मैकम्बर में रॉबर्ट का कैरेक्टर है. उसकी ऑक्यूपेशन से जो कि सेटिंग में शामिल है, सफारी लीडर है, हमें पता चलता है कि ये एक ब्रेव आदमी है. द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज सेटिंग एंड थीम. दैट सेटिंग हेल्प्स टू कम्युनिकेट थीम. दिस इज़ द नेक्स्ट फंक्शन of setting, and we have to give example. And P again is the example by John Updike. John Updike in this story describes shoppers and describes the sound, the town A and P, and that is included in setting. And he says that the area is conservative and the people do not want any change, and therefore they would not allow 3 ladies to come in bathing suits to the shop. They are conservative people, and we know this from his discussion of the town and the area and P. This shows the power of tradition on thought and action, that tradition has power on your thoughts and actions. The second example is August 2026. Of course, future is the time. There come soft rains by Ray. ये इसका राइटर है. Setting communicates ideas about the man's future, because the setting is future. How will future be described by his people be destroyed by his own technology. So therefore it is important to be careful and to note when authors repeat and emphasize the unusual aspects of setting. تو اس میں سیٹنگ ہم نے پڑھا کہ یہ تھیم کنوے کرنے میں ہیلپ کرتا ہے، اور پہلی ایگزامپل اینڈ پی کی ہے جس میں تھیم ہمیں سیٹنگ کو ڈسکرائب کیا جاتا ہے. سیٹنگ میں ٹاؤن اینڈ پی جگہ کو کنزرویٹیو ڈسکرائب کرتے ہیں کہ چینج نہیں چاہتے، اور اس سے پتہ چلتا ہے کہ ٹریڈیشن کا بڑا پاور ہے تھاٹ پہ، ایکشنز پہ، اور لوگ بیدنگ سوٹس میں لیڈیز کو شاپ آنے نہیں دیتے. اگست 2026 میں آپ دیکھ سکتے ہیں کہ یہ فیچر ٹائم ہے، اور تھیم کمیونیکیٹ وہ کرتا ہے مینس فیچر کے بارے میں کہ وہ کیسے اپنے ہی فیچر کو اپنی ٹیکنالوجی کے ذریعے تباہ کریں گے. تو اگر کوئی سیٹنگ ریپیٹ ہوا ہے اس پہ زور دیا رائٹر نے، اور کچھ ان یوزول اسپیکٹس اس کے بتائے، تو اس کے بارے میں بہت کیئرفل ہونا چاہیے. سیٹنگز اینڈ دا جرنی موٹیو. موٹیو کہتے ہیں، موٹیو مینز in a novel or a story, if something happens over and over again, that is called motif. Journey motif is the happening of journey again and again in the story, and setting has got relationship with it, because when you take a journey you change the place, and place is the setting. So changing the place, which is setting, can cause change in mind, and this external change is responsible for internal change. The example of this is Araby, which is a story by James Joyce. There is a friend's sister, one of the characters, and the friend is infatuated with her, and he wants to buy a gift for her and goes to the market. The setting is changed. This setting, market setting, is changed, and it is market, is a very practical place. He has become very imaginative that he would buy a gift for her. He doesn't want to do so after going to the market. He doesn't want to buy a gift for her because he's impressed now by the reality of the market, and his mind is changed. So setting, if changed, can cause change in the mind. اردو میں سن لیں سیٹنگ اور جرنی موٹیو. جرنی کا مطلب سفر ہے، آپ جانتے ہیں. موٹیو ڈرامے میں جو چیز بار بار آتی ہے وہ موٹیو کہلاتا ہے. تو جگہ تبدیل ہوتی ہے تو مائنڈ چینج ہو سکتا ہے، اور جگہ کی تبدیلی یہ سیٹنگ کی تبدیلی ہے. ایگزامپل عربی ہے، جیمز جوائس نے لکھا ہے. ایک دوست کی بہن کے ساتھ اس کا تعلق ہوتا ہے، یہ جگہ تبدیل کرتا ہے، مارکیٹ جاتا ہے اس کے لیے کچھ خریدنے کے لیے. مارکیٹ ایک پریکٹیکل جگہ ہے، اس کا مائنڈ چینج ہوتا ہے اور وہ کہتا ہے میں اب نہیں جاؤں گا. So this was all about the setting analysis. It is quite easy in your notes. These are lecture notes. You can use these. However, if there is difficulty for you to make sentences, then you had better use your own notes, which are detailed notes. تو آپ اپنے نوٹس کو استعمال کریں. Thank you and good luck.